Ok, xin chào các bạn. Hôm nay ngồi xem build máy tính trên PC Part Picker. Hi guys, today is I'm gonna build a PC on PC Part Picker, and let's choose with a budget of 2,000. And I'm thinking about getting a 2K monitor, a CPU Ryzen 7 3700X. So let's get started. Let's choose a CPU. I'm gonna buy the AMD Ryzen 7 3700X. It calls and call clocks at 3.6 GHz. So let's add the CPU cooler. Let's go with the GameX. Jones Ball. Let's go with Jones Ball. Jones Ball. GameX. Deep Cool GameX 400. Just $20. Motherboard. Tomahawk Max should be enough for this. Tomahawk Max has very good VRM and it can handle the Ryzen 9 3900X with no problem. So let's pick the RAM. Sorry. Corsair Vengeance, G-Skill Ripjaws, G-Skill Trident Z. Let's go with the Corsair Vengeance. G-Skill Trident Z, DDR4 3200 megahertz. Z-Skill. Let's search the G-Skill Trident Z RGB Trident Z Neo, just Trident Z Bus 3200. Okay. Trident Z 216 gigabytes. Okay, let's pick the RAM. And storage, I'm gonna go with the Samsung 970 EVO, and another one, Crucial MX 500. MX 500, 1 terabyte. I just 500 gigs or 1 terabyte. Just go with 500 gigs. Okay, a video card. Let's go with the 5700 XT from Sapphire. Sapphire Nitro Plus 5700 XD. It's $433 US on Amazon. No, it's actually on Newegg. Case, let's go with the NZXT. Oh, there's a cooler master case H500 for just $110 of Fractal Design Lian Li Fantex and that XD. Let's go with the Fractal Design Meshify C, $80. So we have spent 1200 on the gig. Power supply. So with the Super Flower Lindex, fine. 750 watts. That's good enough. It is Super Flower Lindex 3 gold. So a monitor. Let's go with the Dell LG Dell U Dell. The Dell monitor only has the 60 Hertz refresh rate. So let's go with the Dell U2715. Oh no, Dell U2718 or 17D. It's 6 milliseconds response time. The panel type is the IPS and screen size is 27 inches. So right now we still have 500 for the case fans and the XT case fan. And that is the Airflow series. We'll go with the static pressure. And that is the SP. No. SP required. Corsair SP 120 high performance edition, 2 packs. Corsair SP 120 RGB high performance with controller. Speak. Corsair SP 140 Jenny Corsair twin pack. Let's go with the twin pack. Case fan controller, thermal, UPS, case accessories, and maybe need a has network adapters. So let's go with the TP-Link or anything in the list. It's just $15. Or I can just delete this and pick another mainboard. Another motherboard that has the Wi-Fi is the MSIB 450 Gaming Carbon for $150. Okay, so it has basically like it likes the MSIB 450 Tomahawk Max, but it has some more features. It has two M.2 slots and it has the Wi-Fi keyboard, headphones, mice. Let's go with the Logitech. Rather than other Logitech. Corsair Harpoon G. Rather Death Adder Elite, $32. Keyboard. Corsair K55 RGB. Corsair K55 RGB 16. Speaker. I need a speaker to watch the movies. Logitech CS5, Logitech GS560, Logitech 333, Logitech S120. Let's go with a Logitech Z200, super cheap, $25. $25 US, 1700 right now. Thermaltake Pure 12R ARGB Double T Premium Edition, 56 CFM. Cooler Master Liquid ML240L RGB Liquid CPU Cooler Arctic Silver 5 High Density Thermal Paste. Samsung 970 EVO Plus 500 gigs NVMe SSD, the Sapphire Radeon RX 5700 XT 8GB plus video card. The SteelSeries is good. CPU cooler, let's change it to the Noctua HD15. Instead of the Gamma X400. And now design Meshify C ATX mid-tower case. Product prices and availability are accurate as of the date, time indicated, and are subject to any change. Any price and availability information displayed on Amazon.com at the time of purchase will apply to the purchase of this product. Tempered glass, white color, and manufacturer is Fractal Design. Supports for 12.4 inches length video card, a GPU, so it supports 3 fans GPU. The motherboard form factor is ATX and micro ATX and mini ATX. It's super easy to build in, and the build quality is great. It's an awesome case with awesome airflow. Quite compact for an ATX case, which is nice. The mesh panel on the front not only looks good, but also brings some performance increases in the temperature side of things. Cable management is great also. This case is amazing. I really loved it. It looks amazing. The mesh cover is really nice, except at the back it's completely dust filtered, which is a must for people living in an old house or with animals. The PSU area get quickly clustered by the cables and the hard drives, and I would advise, if you are using a modular PSU, to plug the cables before the installation. I will take it out to change a cable because there's not a lot of space. With that being said, the cable management is amazing. It's really made easier with the channel in the case. The cable holes were perfectly aligned with my motherboard. The airflow is good, a lot of air coming in and out. Temps are good. Let's see the Meshify C water-cooled build from Sobo5. Thanks for checking out my first water-cooled build. I decided to build a Meshify C despite the space challenges it would present. I love the unique look of the case and the customizable front mesh. My goals for this build: overkill gaming specs at 1440p, a smaller form, clean look, reasonable temps at a reasonable case noise level. I'm calling it an all-around success. Overall, the toughest part of the build was building a custom mount for the D5 pump and precisely mounting. I found the pipe bending to be fairly simple, though the GPU is sucking a bit, which I want to fix. I decided to go with a single slim 360mm wrap to allow me to go with the clockwork reservoir in the back. Temperature calculations proved to be fairly accurate. At stock, running games on Ultra, I'm sitting around 10 to 15 degree over ambient with minimal fan noise. Temps have maxed during a stress test at 39 Celsius degree. You're looking good. If you are looking to go hard with an OC on your CPU and GPU, this probably isn't the build for you, but I'm fine with that. I would say my one complaint is that the airflow noise from my PSU is frustrating when that kicks on. I might look to replace that in the future. And this is really clean looking. Congratulations on the features. Beautiful build. This is awesome. I like the dress and the pass through the top. The replacement mesh fronts for that case are so underrated. I don't see them that often. Very nice build. Let's check the front of the case. Oh, okay. It has the dust filter. Build, guys. Excellent AMD gaming streaming build with AMD Ryzen 5 3600. CPU at this budget, we're using the new AMD Ryzen 5 3600 since it's overclockable, and the Noctua NJDU 12S has been added to the list. A cooler discharger will allow a high overclock without overheating or becoming noisy. The motherboard, we're using the parametric filter to constantly select the best priced motherboard while meeting selected criteria. In this case, we're filtering for ATX X550 570 chipsets and up to 4 DDR4 DIMM slots for future expansion. The compatibility engine will filter out any not compatible with the build, and it will automatically update with the best priced option as prices change. The X570 chipset was selected rather than the B450 chipset in order to bypass any BIOS update issues that would occur when combining a new Ryzen 3000 series, the Zen 2 CPU with the B450 chipset. However, if you're welcome to explore those options as well, but be forewarned that because it uses an older chipset, this motherboard may require BIOS update before it will be compatible with the CPU. For our memory, the parametric filter finds the best price on 16GB kits of memory that are within AMD's recommended specifications. Were limited to DDR4 3200 and faster speeds, as Ryzen CPUs scale well with higher frequency memory. Entry-level AMD gaming build. CPU. The AMD Ryzen 5 2600 3.4 GHz 6-core processor for the CPU And for the motherboard, it's MSI B450 Bazooka V2 Micro ATX AM4 motherboard. Memory is G.Skill Ripjaws 5 series, 8 GB, using the Crucial BX500 SSD, 240 GB. GPUs XFX Radeon RX 570 GPU, Cooler Master Box NR400 Micro ATX Mid Tower K, Cooler Master MWE Bronze V2 550 watts, Bronze certified ATX power supply. Total is 545 pounds from Amazon UK. Arctic MSI B450 Tomahawk Max ADX AM4 motherboard, Hitachi UltraStar 7K 3002 terabytes, 7200 RPM hard disk drive, a Samsung 970 EVO Plus 500 gigabytes M.2 SSD, Sapphire Radeon RX 5700 XT 8 GB plus video card. And warning: some AMD B450 chipset motherboards may need a BIOS update prior to using CPUs. The Zen 2 CPU operating BIOS may need a different CPU that is supported on the QVL list. It has the part list promos discount, $13 mail-in rebate, $20 off with promo code VGAPC JP 997 limited offer. System building. AM4 VCore VRM rating. The X570 Aqua from ASRock. The form factor is eATX. It has 6 and 2 faces with the BIOS flashback feature, and it's capable of handling the 3950 X OC, the TUF B450 Pro Gaming is ATX. It has only 4 phases using the high side chipset of is 4C10B for the high side FET, and for the low side it is 4C06B. Doesn't have the BIOS flashback. AMD Ryzen 5 2600 MSI B450 Tomahawk Max Crucial Ballistics Port LT 216 gigabytes RAM at 3200 MHz bus. The Samsung PM981 NVMe M.2 250 gigabytes. Super Flower Litec 3 Gold 650 watts. The Gigabyte RTX 2060 Super Gaming OC Dell U 2719 DC QHD 1440p. Nene Kinoshita. Let's go to download, compressed, extract here. Wondershare Uni Converter. Uni Converter, Wondershare. Add or drag files here to start conversion. Let's drag the file. It's working on it. Not responding. Continuous signal. Load videos, add file, convert all files to SD for 480p. Convert all. Let's check the temperature in HWI infos. The current temperature is 50 degrees. The CPU fan is running at 2400 RPM. Samsung GPU fan is 0 RPM. It's basically not doing anything right now. I'll show you the picture. Car clock 3600 megahertz. Virtual memory committed is 14 gigs. Page 5 usage. Physical memory load 30%. Memory clock is at 2900 megahertz. CPU temperature 65 degrees Celsius. CPU power 76 watts. The fan cases are running 2000 RPM. RPM. Done. One done. One done. Source MP4 720p converted to 480p, running full speed, 67 degree. CPU fan RPM. Motherboard temperature is 55 degree. Drive temperature is 39 degree. 3 more than GPU computing usage is 0%. Let's go to reset. Samsung Galaxy S20, Samsung Galaxy S20, Galaxy S20 5G, Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. With the wireless new generation headphones. It's more foam, comfortable, good sound quality, and new technology included. CPU Intel 10th generation 1090 700KF. The 10,100 is the E3, the i3 10,100. Intel Core i5 10400F. It's 14 millimeter. 14 millimeter. Core i9 9900K, 8 cores, 16 threads. Core i5 9400F, 6 cores, 6 threads. Intel 14 nanometer, not millimeter. The Intel Core i3-9100F is used in the entry-level Intel gaming build, together with the AMD Radeon RX 570 from Sapphire. Or the modest Intel gaming build is using Intel Core i5 9400F with GeForce GTX 1660 Ti with 220 millimeter in length and 2 fans. It has 2 fans with fractal design focus, G mini micro ITX mini tower. The AMD Ryzen 5 116 entry-level gaming build with the chipset, with the GPU using chipset Radeon RX 570. Corsair Airflow Thermaltake Versa H15 Micro ITX mid tower. Corsair iQ 465X RGB RTX mid tower. The master box and 16 ATX mid tower. The excellent AMD gaming streaming build. So done. Let's sign into Google. Sign in. Sonia Catwell. Sonia Catwell. Haha. That one. Upload, hit upload, skip. And then just put a video in the table. schedule to 2 p.m. Thumbnail selections will be appear when the video had finished processing. Scheduled. Scheduled. March 3rd, 2020. Zero of 5 uploaded. VNPT home 3 not as expected. For one balancing with MikroTik RB7750 GR3 LG IP LG IPS 24 inches MP 59G 75 Hertz. LG IPS gaming monitor 60 centimeters 75 Hertz 1 microsecond. NP 68 75 Hertz from Bohemian. MP is IPS 59 is 2017 is the year, and G is gaming. 24 is inches, so 24 MP 59G is 24 inches IPS panel, manufactured in 2017, and it's for gaming with 75 Hertz. Asus Maximus Xi Apex, the E9 19900K, and Rockstrix 5700 XD. This good combo for 1440p gaming. It's 32GB Corsair PC at 26 and 66 megahertz bus, and it's using 500GB NVMe 970 EVO Plus Samsung SSD and 256GB NVMe 960 EVO and 256GB SSD Kingston KC400 for storage. The monitor is Dell U2718Q 1440p gaming. It's actually not for gaming, but it's the best monitor with awesome color and 60 Hertz. So for gaming, The ROG Strix 5700 XT can deliver about 60, no, maybe more than 60. It's gonna be about 75 to 100 frames per second for any 1440p games, and combined with the i9 Intel Core i9 9900K OC on the Asus Maximus motherboard, can even achieve 120 frames per second. Schedule or go to upload video settings and setting. New incognito. Just hit the studio and log in. Teresa Man 9480. Just hit next. Studio setting channel. Upload classic. General. Make it a moment, build and hype and get fans excited with the AMD Ryzen 5 2600. Scheduled. Just hit the button. Uploading. Okay, so let's get back to the motherboard. AM4 Core VRM rating V1.4 by CR 1318 on Reddit, or Caudelus 5912 on Discord. The X570 Steel Legend Wi-Fi can handle 3950X with minor airflow recommended, using 200 amps core current. It has the is a ATX form factor motherboard with 4+2 faces, using the SIC632A 50 amps power stage. Doesn't have the BIOS flashback feature though. On the Asus has the ROG Strix X570E gaming ATX that can run the Ryzen 9 3950X OC and 3900, the AMD Ryzen 9 3900X OC without any problem. It uses 6 phases. It has 6 phases with 2 IR 3555 60 amps power stage. MSI B450 Gaming Plus, no, Gaming Pro Carbon AC. It's 4 phases. Use 24CO29N for high side FET FET and 24CO24N for the low side SFET. Tomahawk, the Bazooka Plus, the Model Max M8ATX. The difference between the B450 Tomahawk Max and the B450 Model Max is that the B450 Tomahawk Max is ATX, while the other is just the mini ATX motherboard. And also the Tomahawk Max has an extra heatsink for the CPU faces on the top, the 2 faces on the top, so it's better cooling. So let's check the uploading. Processing done. The uploaded. Schedule done. Just hit edit, find and replace, and just replace everything. Started with HA5 and replace, just find the HA5 and replace with 6687 Tommy. Just go to the F68, the all-in-one Dell 9020 CPU i5 Core i7 Thread CPU i3 9100F for the Core i5 9400F. SSD, I'm using 2 SSDs. The first one is ADATA 240GB and the second one is SanDisk 64GB. One is to trade for the SSD 500GB. Selling XFX X580 GTS Black Edition 8GB OC Plus. Let's go to the hub fan, the fan case hub. Ryzen 7 3700X MSI X40 X470 Gaming Plus, the RAM T-Force Delta 8 gigabytes, bus 3000, M.2 NVMe 250 gigabytes, PSU Sama Zazovo Plus, PSU Sama ESP 680 Plus new case, Sama Zazovo Plus with 3 RGB fans, CPU fans, case fans, VGA, MSI GTX 1560 Ventus XS up new. MSI GeForce GTX 1660 Ti, Asus Sabertooth 990 FX R3.0 FX 8350 at 5 GHz stock, 2700X Dominator 4 gigabytes at 1866 megahertz, SSD Intel 600p 1.2 terabytes, VGA Asus R9 270 DCU II, PSU Antec HCG 900 watts, Johnsport U4 white. By Hip Hop A3 CUNHO 123. Playlist, analytics, settings, advanced settings, that. It's done. It's all done. The magnificent Intel gaming or streaming build at $1,800 US. At this budget, we're running an Intel i7 9700K, which reaches a turbo frequency of 4.9 GHz. This octa-core CPU features an unlocked multiplier for easy and often significant overclocking. In addition to better performance now, overclocking can also help your CPU stave off obsolescence for a good while longer. If you prefer to consider a similar build but instead using an AMD Ryzen processor, be sure to check out for magnificent AMD gaming build guide cooler to take the full advantage of the overclock capability. We're including the Cooler Master Liquid ML240R RGB liquid cooler. For motherboard, we're using a parametric selection of motherboards that keep with a black and white theme. The parametric selection will actively choose the best priced motherboard of the group. All motherboards in the group use the 390 chipset. This updated chipset allows the i7, the Intel Core i7 9700K to be overclocked, and includes new features such as additional USB 3.2 Gen 2 generation 2. We can transfer speeds up to a blazing 10 gigabits per second. Additionally, they all have 4 DDR4 DIMM slots and are capable of using the CPU's integrated GPU in case you need to automate your GPU or are waiting for a sale or upgrade of using CPU's integrated GPU. The housewife made a double booking and then double booking. For memory, we're filtering for the best price to 16 gigabytes or for 8 gigabytes kit of DDR4 RAM that will match a black and white build and also is 3200 megahertz or faster. Feel free to click the From Parametric Filter link to see the various options and pick a color that suits you. For storage, we're also using a parametric filter that will actively select the best priced SSD of at least 1 terabyte capacity. Additionally, we're including a 4 terabytes mechanical hard disk drive in a parametric filter for the storage of media like films and extra games. Everyone's storage needs differs, so we can change the capacity of the storage as needed. For me, I just needed 250 gigabytes of SSD for the game folder, another 250 gigabytes SSD for Win, and another 100, maybe 200 gigabytes for storage, so a total of 700 gigabytes to 800 gigabytes. The GPU is important for gaming. At this budget, we're looking for 1440p gaming with 144 hertz, or 4K gaming with at least 60 frames per second. So the GPU is the new NVIDIA's new GeForce RTX 2080 Super, so it can handle a high refresh rate monitor or high resolution monitor to take full advantage of the cloud's capabilities. This parametric filter is set for the best priced RTX 2080 Super available, but feel free to see the listing for the listing of RTX 2080 Supers, which will grow as more as become available. For those interested in VR, the RTX 2080 Super will have no problem playing any and all applications currently on the market. For the streaming, Chiho Narekawa. For streaming, the newly updated NVENC encoding will offload the task to the GPU with a minimal performance hit using OBS or Open Broadcaster software, while providing image quality similar to or better than X264 fast quality. HODB 2140. PGD 7. ABP 950. She walks around. In the high-end statistics, the total industry unit demand is 4,600 units. And we're looking for the price range of $28 to $38. CPU cooler, so the CPU cooler could be, it's already the Cooler Master Liquid ML240R RGB liquid cooler. T-Force Delta Gigabyte Z390 UD ATX LGA 1151 motherboard. Form factor is ATX. Black color using chipset Intel Z390. Memory is T-Force Falcon Z 32 gigabytes DDR4 3200 MHz. memory, DDR4 3200 MHz memory. The storage, the video card, EVGA GeForce RTX 2080 Super 8GB black gaming video card with the length of 220mm to 400mm, using 2 fans or 3 fans. Let's check the video card out. 675 US dollars on Amazon, or 664 US dollars on Newegg.com. No thanks. Triple fans, liquid cooler, hybrid cooler, triple fans, single fan. Okay, no. Should be double fan or triple fan. Now it's 780 US dollars using NVIDIA Turing architecture and the all-new RTX platform. This bring the power of real-time ray tracing and AI to the games. Also, it's using the ICX2 cooling feature, which focuses on improving the base plate, the heatsink, and the fans to make the best possible cooling solution. From EVGA, a new plate punched design improves the ICX2 base plate contact with all components and heatsink. The ICX2 employs a heat pipe tube on the VRM area directly to remove heat from the hottest area of the graphics card. The temperature is 14% improvement in comparison with the GeForce GTX 1080 Ti FTW3, just 50 Celsius degree, while the 1080 was at 58 degree with fans running at 1800 RPM. The GPU temp were both 70 degree and were using 250 watts. You can get full control of your graphics card with the new software from EVGA called EVGA Precision X1, featuring OC scanner, adjustable frequency curve, and the RGB LED control. Basically, you can change the RGB LED color for both graphics cards and the NVLink bridges. Can control multi-GPU fan, adjust the fan speed, fan curve, or simply set a profile, adjust the fans on each of your graphics cards using a very simple interface. The RTX, the new RTX 2080 Super has 3072 CUDA cores with a boost clock at 1845 MHz. The bus type is PCI Express 3.0 in comparison with the PCIe 4.0 of the AMD RX 5700 XT from AMD. The RTX Super, the EVGA RTX 2080 Super FTW3 Ultra Gaming video card has 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory. It has all metal backplate pre-installed. It has the real-time ray tracing G-Sync compatible. It uses DirectX 12 Vulkan API OpenGL 4 or 5, has DisplayPort 1.4 HDMI 2.0B. It has the NVIDIA GPU Boost, VR ready, and adjustable RGB LED as I already told you. It has the EVGA ICX2 technology. Basically, the ICX2 technology is the cooling technology using the head spreader improves contact with the GPU to transfer heat away from the GPU and base plate. It has the L-shaped fins to direct airflow around the card to the places the hottest area of the GPU. Okay. It features an industry first safety fuse to help protect the system from damage or sensor. All sensors can be displayed in EVGA Precision X1 and OSD, and it shows the color by the LED. The blue color is cool, green is warm, and red color is hot. It has real-time wattage monitoring. The real-time monitoring from power connector and PCIe bus. It has better evaluation to determine power consumption while gaming or overclocking. It is in stock but limited to 5 cards per customer. It ships from United States by Newegg, shipped and sold by Newegg for $780 US. Okay, let's see the Corsair IQ465X RGB ATX mid-tower case. Oh, Newegg. It's $135. It's a strong, durable steel chassis and 4mm thick tempered glass side and front panels. It shows your components and RGB fans with ventilation gaps for plentiful airflow. it's not enough space to install up to 6 120mm cooling fans or radiators in sizes up to 360mm. It includes 3 Corsair LL 120 RGB cooling fans that deliver powerful airflow up to 1500 RPM. You can control and synchronize your RGB lighting with the IQ lighting node and Corsair IQ software. Newegg comes with 4 color: black, white, red, and mirror black. What's the difference? Okay, it's all tempered glass. Can put 2 120mm fans on the top, 2 120 or 140mm fans on the top, 1 120mm fan in the back, up to 3 120mm fans or 2 140mm fans in the front, or 1 360mm radiator. Frequently bought together with the Corsair IQ 465X RGB mid-tower ATX smart case with the Corsair Hydro Series H100i RGB Platinum SE 240mm radiator with dual LL 120 RGB PWM fans from Corsair. Ito. EVGA 750 watts, 80 plus gold certified modular ATX power supply. It's $100 on Amazon and Newegg. It's semi modular. It's great quality and great value. Let's check the review. The old power supply was not keeping up with power requirements, causing memory to fail. So I ordered this as an upgrade and it works great. Customer service was also great. The wires are plainly marked for what they connected to. However, I still had a couple of questions about the connections. A live person was right there with the answers. The tester was missing from my box, so I told them that it was not in the box, but I didn't think that was necessary. They insisted that I should have it and send it to me right away by USPS. It's a simple small device. It's a simple small device. And unlike other power supplies being sold here on Amazon, there was plenty of length in all of the wires. I had no problems making the connections. Another review from Kelly. I purchased this in January 2015 and it was a solid PSU until one day in September 2017 when I heard a pop on booting, smelled some burned electronics and my computer wouldn't power up. I swapped the power supply with another I had on hand and the computer booted fine, though with less peripherals because the PS I swapped in was only 16. The 6 was only 600 watts. The board this were powering was running an AMD FX 9590 running at 4.7 megahertz. No, it's actually gigahertz. And the NVIDIA GTX 960 and multiple peripherals and devices. When I purchased this product, I had forgotten to register for the warranty, but was allowed to do so with a copy of the receipt from an online account and the serial number from the unit. After registering for the warranty, I contacted customer service through a travel ticket and described what happened. And they immediately authorized an IMA shipping and insurance from the East Coast to West Coast cost $20. That the flat rate USPS, but consider that these power supplies now cost more than double what I originally paid for it. The $20 is well worth it. So it was made on Friday, shipped on Saturday and received on Monday in Bria, CA. The turnaround time was only 10 days from me sending out the damaged power supply to getting a new or repaired one. I'm very happy with the repair and still have 7.5 years on the warranty. I'm EVGA customer for life. Let's see another review from Mr. Jonathan Chomans. I have owned the Supernova 50 watts G2 power supply for just under 3 years, and it has died on me. I didn't register online with EVGA at the time of purchase, and as such it seems to have voided my 10-year warranty, as their website says when I enter the serial number that it is out of warranty. Last Saturday my computer turned itself off and then back on again whilst on the internet, but worked for another way. Browser. Where is my browser? On this Sunday I left my PC downloading updates when I came back to use it, the case fans had all stopped and there was no picture on the screen, but the processor fan was spinning. I stripped down my PC and used a power supply tester and found that the 3-volt rail had failed. Rebuilt my PC with a new power supply and now fully working, so definitely this power supply has failed. From Thomas, brilliant PSU. This has been a fantastic PSU for an upgrade, fully modular, so I only attached the cables that I needed and the rest are in the box stored away. It also has a 80 plus gold rating, which for this price is amazing. I've been slowly upgrading my PC, and one thing I need to improve is the graphics card. Currently have a 740 but plan on going to a 960, so I need a better power supply, and this by far has been perfect. It's a lot quieter than the power supply that I had previously, as that was something that came with a case. Also, this PSU is fully modular, so it comes with so many cables which can be kept as spares. Most computers, if intended for casual gaming, will really need around 650 to 700 watts of power. This PSU provides 650 watts, so it tends to be more than enough. I would certainly recommend purchasing this to a friend. You should never be cheap with a power supply, so be prepared to pay a decent amount for something like this. You get what you pay for. You pay for what you get, and you get what you pay for. Another review from John, reviewed in Canada on November 30th, 2017. This EVGA power supply is the best of the best. Not only for my use case, it is more than overkill. It also has phenomenal build quality, runs extremely quiet, and comes with tons of extra cables. I'm using this in my latest home server build. This is powering my Core i5 7500 on an Asus Z270G and Micro ATX motherboard, and 4 Seagate Iron Roof Pro 8TB 7200 RPM hard drives. 550 watts is definitely more than I need, but as this server can run for a week straight, it was important to me to get a high quality and efficient power supply. Typically, anything under 550 watts for most brands steps down a tier level when it comes to build quality, so it seemed to be the clear choice. This is also my third EVGA PSU and all have been running flawlessly. My 750 P2 is coming up on 2 years old, and it has never missed a bit. Never missed the bit. So I knew this PSU would live up to my expectations. Also, it is worth mentioning that it is a tier 1 PSU. If you don't know what PSUs fall under what tier level, it is best to look it up. Basically, tier levels from 1 to 5 tell you how well PSU is made. 1 being the best quality PSU, and people often associate wattage and efficiency levels with how good a PSU is, when it is in fact not true. Many gold and platinum PSU are not classified as tier 1 or even 2 PSU, so it is best to Google this. It is always best to Google this information when you are about to make a purchase decision, as a cheap-made PSU can permanently damage your entire computer if it decides to quit on you. The Linux Tech Tip forums have good information on PSU tiers, and Johnny Guru is the industry leader in PSU testing, so checking for more information from those websites will greatly help you to make an informed decision. You choose not to buy this PSU. Another review from Bob, reviewed in the United Kingdom on December 30, 2016. A great product and a pleasant building experience throughout the build. The fan is quiet, and the PSU complemented the black aesthetic that I was trying to achieve with the build. Would recommend to anyone. From Aaron rated 1 star only for this PSU, reviewed in Canada on October 13th 2018. When installing into my computer, the unit made squeaking noise and fried all of my components in the computer to the point white smoke was present. Nothing that was in the PC when installed survived, and Amazon and EVJ refused to compensate for my damage. Parts had to be promised. Compensation terrible product. From Andrew K. Was very happy with the item. It came as described with no damage. Delivery and dispatch time were excellent. I'd happily buy from Vision Tech. United Kingdom again. I'd highly recommend it. Thank you very much. Shame I can give more than 5 stars. Let's check the Gigabyte Z90, just $96 from Newegg. The Gigabyte Z390 UD LGA 1151 ITX Intel motherboard. It supports Intel 8th and 9th generation Core i9-75 and i3 Celeron and Pentium processors, dual channel non-ACC unbuffered DDR4 for DIMM slots, has 10 plus 2-phase digital PWM design. Smart fan 5 with hybrid fan headers with fan stop. Ultra fast NVMe PCIe Generation 3 X4 M.2 slots. From the back, it has new design heatsink with fins cut and to improve the airflow. M.2 connector. 4 RAM slots, 6 temperature sensors, and 4 hybrid fan headers, 4 fan or water pump connectors. The hybrid fan pin header has 4 pins. It can be plugged in the CPU fan, the system case fan, the water cooling pump, water flow sensor, or closed loop water cooling. Connectivity. Realtek 8118 LAN is a high performance and friendly network cheap for gaming players with automatic bandwidth allocation to ensure the highest network priority of the gamer application. It can provide users the most comprehensive features and the fastest and smoothest internet experience. real-time network monitoring. M.2 NVMe PCIe Generation 3 X4 connector with a speed of up to 32 gigabits per second, which is about 5 times faster than SATA connector. Supports for DDR4 XMP up to 4000 MHz and beyond. Gigabyte is offering a tested and proven platform that ensures proper compatibility with profiles up to 4 GHz and beyond. The RAM speed all users need to do to attain this performance boost is to ensure their memory module is XMP compatible and the XMP function is activated and enabled on the motherboard. Stock XMP profile support 3000 MHz, 3200 MHz, 3600 megahertz. The XMP's DDR4 memory modules are available at the stock frequency of 2133 megahertz, but as frequency tweaking requires a considerable amount of effort and knowledge. Memory vendors encode XMP profiles, which can automatically modify the timings of the supported memory modules to work with your CPU and to achieve increased performance. XMP profile support may vary depending on memory module. Backside. System information viewer. Split Gamecaster and Broadcaster, cast your game anytime, anywhere. Now set up your stage and share the greatest gaming moments with the new greatest XSplit Gamecaster and Broadcaster. It is fully optimized social media integration that is ready for chats. Just need one click to stream your gameplay to Twitch. The shopping inside, see what are informed new customers purchased after viewing this product. The Gigabyte Z. It's free shipping. It ships from the United States. New has the 4K display support. Gigabyte motherboards provide native 4K support with integrated Intel HD graphics via HDMI. The HDMI is a high definition multimedia interface which provides up to 5 gigabits per second of video transmitting. HDMI ensures the quickest rendering of digital content up to 1080p without the quality losses and associated with analog interfaces and the digital to analog conversion. The Gigabyte BIOS app allows you to update your system's BIOS from within Windows using a simple and slick graphical user interface. BIOS can automatically download the latest version from the Gigabyte servers, or you can update your BIOS from a file on your computer. BIOS also allows you to save your current BIOS to a file, recover your previous BIOS from an image, and back up your BIOS to an image. Best Buy, Amazon, Newegg. Intel Core i7 9700K Coffee Lake 8 core 16 threads at 3.6 GHz. LGA 1151. This desktop processor has the Intel UHD graphics 630. It only has 8 threads with 12 megabytes of L3 cache, and is manufactured on the 14 nanometer technology, supports 64-bit. Thermal designed power is 95 watts, but the cooling device is not included, just the processor only in the box. So you need to buy a CPU cooler for this processor. T-Force Falcon Z32 GB on Newegg. Let's pick the kit with DDR4 3000 MHz. It's 32 gigabytes, which is 216 gigabytes RAM. Falcon Z. T-Force Falcon is designed for complete protection and heat dissipation. The heat spreader is formed by the punch press process with a 0.5 millimeter thick one-piece alloy aluminum to reinforce the body structure. It's stable and durable. Every IC chip made for T-Groups. T-Force Falcon Z DDR4 gaming memory is selected through a rigorous testing process. All overclocking memory is tested for complete compatibility and stability. This offers gamers a DDR4 memory with excellent quality, optimal performance, stability, and compatibility. Supports XMP 2.2 technology. Also supports both Intel and AMD platforms, so you can build your system without any problem. Really nice looking with red cover or gray. Cache latency 16. The basic frequency is 2666 megahertz. Module type is DDR4 288 pin non-ECC unbuffered DIMM. Dimensions, it's 140 millimeter in length, using a alloy aluminum heat spreader with lifetime warranty. Cooler Master Liquid. Cooler Master Liquid. ML240R addressable RGB AIO all-in-one CPU liquid cooler with 28 independently controlled LEDs, robust sleeve FEP tubing, dual 120mm fans, air balance MF 120R RGB fans from Cooler Master. It has a low profile dual chamber pump enhancers, which enhances the performance and durability over the last gen single chamber designs. It has the RGB LEDs for full control customization, controllable through Software Master Plus. The dual master fans to avoid dynamic losses to maximize your build's air intake. Also has the adjustable pump cap to remove and adjust the pump cap to complement to your build orientation. 123A RGB splitter and proprietary wide A RGB controller included, allowing you to customize your colors even without an RGB motherboard. Connector is 4-pin PWM, noise level from 6 to 30 dBA, air pressure 2.3, static pressure, and 66.7 CFM to max airflow. Speed speed ranging from 600 to 2000 rpm, with the PWM. Okay, that's for today. See you in the next video. Thank you.